What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, the hype. The Super Bowl just happened, so we're going to be talking about that. We've got some Series 1 baseball coming out this week. We've got some buy and sell and hold items to talk about. But if you want to get into some baseball breaks, and my phone is recording what I'm saying, is 26 baseball for 10% off Series 1 breaks over at Mojobreak.com. So brand new Series 1, we're going to be breaking Jumbo. We're going to be breaking Hobby. We're also going to have it in store as well. So if you want to come down to our new shop, we're doing our podcast in the shop right now. Just had our grand opening on Friday. Great success. A lot of people loved it. We had like probably over 500 people here at peak times, checking out the new shop. So lots of space for activities. We still have ping pong. I don't know what the story is on the ping pong, if it's going, but it's here now. So, maybe last chance to get some ping pong games in the shop. But we have singles now. We have PSA in the shop. So if you're in the Bay Area and you got a car that you need to get graded, you want to come down to Mojobreak Shop, 2060 Duane Avenue in Santa Clara. Myself and Dan were at the Super Bowl physically yesterday. Our human form was there, not watching on TV. Our person was there.
That's one of my favorite things always to say is my person is here. It's on my person. Yeah.
It's on my person. Yes, it is. It does sound a little weird, but it rolls off the tongue there. Dan, what did you think about being? I mean, it's your second Super Bowl. What did you think about? I
learned some stuff. I learned that there's only two gentlemen in the Chainsmokers. I thought they were a full-on band. They are a group, and they
don't smoke at all.
No, they don't smoke at all. And
least on stage.
And they're just like they're just DJs.
Yeah,
they're just like two DJs.
Just two DJs.
Did anybody else know this?
I did. Yeah, I keep up at the time.
I had no idea. I was like, "Where's the rest of the band?" And no, it's just those two guys.
I actually don't think I knew how many Chainsmokers there were either. So yeah,
just two dudes.
Okay.
I was like, "Are they European?" No, they're American.
They're from New York.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, I learned a lot about the Chainsmokers. I didn't know any songs except for the last one.
Closer.
I knew. Yeah. What's it called?
Closer.
Yep. I thought you said closer, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's what they closed with.
It's actually a song with Halsey. She wasn't physically there, but for those who give you a little background, we were at the on-location tailgate before we went into the game, and they had the Chainsmokers perform about 45 minutes. We were really close to the bass.
Oh,
so that was a little much.
I had to. I mean, I didn't have to leave, but the bass was getting to me a little bit, so I took a little bathroom break, and it was going to be impossible to get back to where you guys were at, so I just kind of stayed in the back and enjoyed the show from a distance.
Yeah, I thought their set was great. I'm not a huge Chainsmokers fan.
I would have preferred like Green Day to play a 45-minute set.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Fun. That would have been cool, but it's probably cheaper to pay for two guys as opposed to three.
I learned that. As far as like the Super Bowl, it is my second one. They got it streamlined, man. For having 71,000 people there, like the whole process of like getting into the stadium, super easy.
Yeah.
I mean, you basically check your tickets once, and then you're like in the campus, and then you just walk into the game.
Yeah, it was very smooth. Levi did a good job. I think people that came from the East Coast weren't really prepared for all that sun, because it was warm out there.
It was hot.
I was going to say we got the first they got that firsthand experience of, if you were on the sun side of everything that that Niner fans have complained about since that stadium was open. Boy, that sun really gets you hard, and it was a warm day yesterday. So
it was.
I'd imagine for that first quarter.
First half was a little hot where we were at.
It was toasty.
Yeah, it was warm, but it was a beautiful day. I mean, imagine if it was anywhere else, might have been really cold. There's other cities that are dealing with some winter right now. So
that's why they play in domes.
Some of them do, but like New York, or remember the Meadowlands? What was that? 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it was a little bit of snow flurries during the Super Bowl they weren't prepared for.
Never again. Never going to happen there again.
Never again.
Yeah, so I think next year it is at SoFi.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, and based
then-
on the logo, it's I don't know how they're going to pull this
Miami?
off. They're going to
Miami Dolphins?
Miami against the Bengals, which they're both in the AFC, but I don't know how that's
I
going to happen.
mean, yeah, that wouldn't make any sense.
What about the Bears? Bears kind of have orange.
So
don't they?
Bears in Miami.
I mean, look, Bears might have a shot. I mean, or it could be all orange, you know? Just do Bears and Bengals. Bears,
Right,
Bengals.
but I think it's what SoFi, and then
Vegas.
Is it a Legion?
No, I'm sorry, Atlanta.
Atlanta.
And then the rumor is Vegas.
Well, no, it is Vegas.
It is confirmed.
It's
They confirmed that
Vegas.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'd imagine they'll try to throw in a new stadium.
Like
There's a
Nashville?
lot of that's the one that I keep thinking about. But they get winter.
Yeah, they get wins.
They get winter. in Nashville.
It'll probably be like Miami.
Yeah. I don't know what we were talking about it at our Super Bowl party on Sunday. Like, man, Nashville for Super Bowl would be great. Why didn't they throw a dome on that new stadium? They would have guaranteed themselves. They would have put themselves in the rotation automatically if they just threw a dome on that stadium.
Well, I was there in September, and it was kind of cold.
Yeah. I mean,
Was it the 21st night of September?
there you go. Thank you, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Do you remember? But anyways, sorry. I don't even know if the date was right. I think it was.
It's the 21st night of September.
Okay. All right,
That's,
all right.
yeah, exactly. You got it.
Yeah, some old heads know. But yeah, I mean, Super Bowl was, I guess we're going to be talking about Drake Maye cards. We're going to be talking about Sam Darnold cards, and where you're concerned. And, if you're collecting Drake Maye, I'm sure you're concerned after. I think some are dubbing it the worst offensive performance by any team in the Super Bowl ever.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Drake Maye had, with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, he had 18 passing yards.
Yikes.
I mean, you got to give it up. Seattle's defense, we knew. I mean, both Rams and Niners play them twice. Their defense is legit. They didn't need much from their offense.
No. And I was hugging. I mean, I got to give it up to Seattle fans. They're very respectable.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty much a Seattle crowd.
Yeah.
There was very few.
It sounded like it.
I mean, they have to travel a lot less compared to Boston fans, New England fans. It was clearly a Seahawk crowd. They took over the stadium. They were very loud, but they were also respectable at the same time. It was a little tough emotionally for me to watch it happen in my own stadium, but I was really happy for them. They were extremely excited, and everybody was nice, talking about the game with us, knowing that, he's a Rams fan, I'm a Niners fan, and
Yep.
they're here to win a Super Bowl, and clearly they won it from the beginning. And I think the best team in the NFL clearly won. I think by far they were the best team in the NFL.
No question. I was just going to say that. I'm like, at the end of the day, the best team in the NFL won. And the Patriots, they're a young team. Drake Maye is obviously his second year. The future is very bright for them. They're going to be a team. They're going to be one of the teams in the AFC that are going to be in the mix every year.
Well, what's crazy, and we could also talk about, there's a lot of rumbling saying, well, it should have been Josh Allen. There was that bad call. Josh Allen versus Sam Darnold probably would have been a more entertaining Super Bowl matchup, but
Would have been a lot of Bills fans.
Would have been a lot more Bills
A
fans.
lot of Bills fans there.
But I think the Seahawks only they didn't even rush. They rushed 4 the whole time, and they have 2 rookies on that New England's line. One of them's supposedly good, but they were getting beat, and then they had all those guys in the back. They only rushed 4 all game. They got 6 sacks. It just there was nothing. That
You know
New
what I
England could have
didn't see in that game, and I think we were talking about it at the game. If obviously the Patriots were having trouble gaining momentum offensively, why wasn't Drake Maye running the ball?
Every time he did, it seemed to work pretty well.
If I was Vrabel, I would have been like, you know what? Just run.
Yeah.
Just run. At least keep the chains moving. Dude, I felt like it was so many just 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out.
He had no time. Nobody was open. They got exposed. I mean, people saying that they didn't play anybody good. They basically got, Bo Nix was out when they played the Broncos. I mean, they played teams all year that weren't very good. So it really wasn't the greatest matchup in the world for watching. But I think everybody knew. I wonder how much money Vegas lost, because it seemed like everybody was on the Seahawks. Everybody's like, Seahawks are going to win. We're going to bet on the Seahawks.
Oh yeah,
It was very clear.
And it was pretty obvious, like, yeah, it just was so obvious even at halftime. Like, this is not even going to be, this is not close at all.
No.
I was sort of rooting for no touchdown at one point. I was really hoping there would be no touchdown in the game. When we entered the fourth quarter,
at one point it was 12-0, right?
it was 12-0, I think, entering the, no, was it 15-0 entering the fourth or 12-0?
Was it 15? I thought it
I know
was.
they had 5 field goals.
Yeah, it was 12-0, I think, entering the fourth quarter. And then I think there was a real possibility of, like, we may have the first no touchdown Super Bowl tonight.
I'm like 12-0, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went my over bet.
Oh, yeah. No way.
Over bet.
Yeah, the
was
fact
done.
that it ended up, what, 29 to, what was the final? 29 to 13?
They got a garbage touchdown.
I think
late.
the over would have been hit if that Walker touchdown didn't come back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
So it did get close to the over, but
Yeah. But Kenneth Walker, talk about a story for the playoffs. To go from basically part of that duo in the backfield for the Seahawks to having to be the only guy, and every single game was their best player on the field other than the defense. Their best offensive player on the field every single game for the entirety of the playoffs. Pretty remarkable.
I got to say also the Seattle, their run in the playoffs, like they
went through the best.
they did, but besides the Rams game, they didn't play anybody where the game was in doubt. It seemed like the Niners game was pretty much over.
Yep.
Quick. This game, the Rams game, I mean, it went back and forth a little bit. But this game, I felt like after the first quarter, I was like, there's no doubt that the Seahawks are going to win this game.
Yep, you left an A off on there on Seahawks, but
well.
the Seahawks, It's fine. That's what I call.
I thought you were talking to me. I'm like,
No,
huh?
it's my slide did not. Yeah, anyway.
It's all good. But yeah, the Seahawks. I mean, yeah, you got to forget too. To get to the first seed, they had to win in Week 18
right.
to be able to have that bye, and that was a lot closer game between us and them. They walked away winning in Levi.
Now, I don't know what would have changed if, say, the Niners won that game and Niners ended up with the number 1 seed. But they would have had to play the Eagles.
Yes.
On the road.
They would have done the Eagles.
No, you got. Well, I think they would have been a 5th seed, and you would have been a 6th seed.
So we would
know.
have had.
Oh,
We
yeah.
would have had to play
Yeah.
the Eagles.
Then they would have played Carolina. And then probably us or
Yeah.
you again.
I
Would have been
mean-
probably the same result, honestly. I mean, that team. Yeah, people were talking about this morning. They went from like having to play you guys, having to worry about Puka, having to worry about Kyron, having to worry about Devontae, to like, well, wow, well, we don't really have to worry about much here.
I mean, me being a Rams fan watching that game, like I was bummed because I was like, if we would have got past Seattle, we would have destroyed the Patriots as well. It would have been it would have been the same outcome. I don't know if the Patriots would have beat any of the teams that were in the NFC that were in the playoffs.
Maybe Carolina.
Maybe. I don't know. But
The way they've put up a fight against the Rams, I don't know.
I don't know. I think any team in the NFC would have beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Any playoff team.
Yeah, the AFC just was so much weaker.
And I don't want to take anything away the Patriots, but I think they were just a little premature on their dynasty, right? They're going to add some pieces next year. Drake Maye is going to. You always have a moment in your career. You see this with all the greats that like they take their lumps. They take their lumps early. This was Drake Maye's lump. Had actually his first season. They didn't even compete. And then to get to this point where they're the second seed.
I think they won like what, 4 games?
They won
4 or 5 games
last year.
Yeah. I mean, it's an incredible turnaround in a year, but you start to look and you're like, okay, their line isn't good enough to protect Drake. You know, they got to fill some pieces there. Is Diggs and Hollins and Henry, are those good targets for him? Is Trevion Henderson the guy? Clearly didn't look as good as Kenneth Walker yesterday. And I know people are going to be in the comments who are like, you guys aren't analysts, but, you know, we watch the game and we collect these cards, so we follow these guys. What do you feel about Drake? Let's talk Drake Maye specifically. Do you think people still are going to be collecting him regardless of what happened? Do you think he's still going to sell well, or do you think his prices take a hit?
Oh, no, I think his prices are going to do well. I think they're going to go up. I mean, 2 years into the league, he already goes to a Super Bowl.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. And he had an amazing year, and you could make an argument that he very well could have been the MVP.
Yeah, he was clearly the second.
It was very, very close. I think he was one first place vote away from beating Stafford.
Oh, it was that close.
And somebody put Justin Herbert number one.
Jeez.
Justin Herbert had one vote for first place.
I think you guys all know who that was.
It was. It was Cody.
That I got a chance to vote for the MVP award this year. So now you know. Now I'm exposed.
It was Cody.
Yeah. Go Sherbert.
But I mean, also on the heels of Frank Gore not getting in the Hall of Fame, which first ballot. I mean, he will. Let's face it. But like Bill Belichick not getting in the Hall of Fame. Robert Kraft not getting in the Hall of Fame. Frank Gore not getting in the Hall of Fame first ballot.
Torrey Holt.
It's like who's voting? Like, what's the process? Is it like I just don't like him, so I'm not going to vote for him? Is it as simple as that? It just doesn't seem like it's any stats, any wins are taken into account when getting these.
Well,
guys
I mean,
in.
the guys who got in though, like Drew Brees, no doubt.
No doubt.
Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer.
Doubt.
Larry Fitzgerald, no doubt, Hall of Famer. Luke Kuechly
could have waited.
Could have waited a year.
But he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of, but again, like, and I understand it's like based on position. Like, he didn't play that long. He didn't, 8 years?
Well, that's the thing. If you want to compare him, very similar to Patrick Willis, right? Very, very similar. The amount of Pro Bowls, the amount of years they played, they both didn't play very long. Patrick Willis had to wait. He didn't get in first ballot. So why does Kuechly get in? Probably less playoff games as well as Patrick Willis.
I don't know if I think
he might have been in the Super Bowl.
I think maybe that one playoff run where they played because he had to be on the team in 2015, right?
Yeah, I think that Kuechly's a beneficiary of Patrick Willis getting in when people were like, "Oh, is he in? Did he do enough time?" And then when he's kind of changes the standard of how many years and whatever that, what you need to qualify to get in at that position, I think that maybe opens it up where guys like Kuechly or guys with similar resumes are going to get in a lot quicker than Patrick Willis did.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dan, it's Luke Kuechly, the first guy that is in the Hall of Fame since we've been breaking. As a rookie, I'm saying.
Ooh.
That we were able to chase his rookie card. This is how long we've been breaking, if you don't know. We were able to chase it, because I believe he's 2011. I remember, like, Valor rookies. Luke Kuechly was in Valor. Was it 20? Maybe we can look that up. Is it 2010 or 2011 that it was his rookie year? It's got to be the only guy.
Yeah, I mean, until Russell Wilson gets in.
Until Russell Wilson gets in.
He's definitely not first ballot. He's going to have to.
2012.
2012. Yeah. So yeah. He actually was Andrew Luck, Russell Wilson era.
Well, we're going to start getting. I mean, like Richard Sherman will probably end up getting in, right?
Yep.
And he was a rookie in 2010.
That's crazy that we've been breaking cards that long that guys are retiring and going in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, next year for baseball, Buster Posey eligible for the first time. So
a little bit before
just a smidge.
Us
just
breaking
a smidge,
now. Was that Bowman 2008 Bowman?
Yep.
As a Bowman draft, but yeah, his
rookie would have been 2010.
Would have been
2010.
Rookie cards would have been 2010, but yeah, his first Bowmans. We're not there yet with first Bowmans. Some 20. I mean, yeah, that's still a ways away. But
crazy to think about that these guys it's been only 13 years since Luke Kuechly was a rookie and he's in the Hall of Fame. That's insane.
it is nuts.
Yeah, so that means he had to retire 4 years ago? Like at least 4 years ago,
4
right?
years ago. Yeah, I know he retired early, so that's been 2021. So he played 9 years. Is that correct?
Something like that. Yeah.
Because I think Patrick Willis played 8 years.
Yes, he did.
So maybe that's the only thing that kind of changes things. Speaking of those guys, do you think Luke Kuechly's rookies go up because he's in the Hall of Fame?
Probably not.
I mean, maybe
a little.
Maybe a little. Again, it's defensive players don't really sell that well.
Right.
I mean, I always go back to name a defensive player that sells well, that sold well out of the gate, and I think of T.J. Watt.
Yep.
He sells well, but not a lot of defensive players sell well. I mean, Myles Garrett, you think would sell for a lot, but the issue with him is that he doesn't have any autographs, no rookie autographs.
Here's according to Card Ladder, the highest sold Luke Kuechly card of all time is this
6,000.
2460, and it's a 2023 Prism Black Shimmer Auto PSA.
Not even a rookie.
Not even a rookie.
Not even a rookie card.
What a time.
It's a pretty card, but yeah, not a rookie.
PSA 10. That's nuts.
Yeah. Card.
Something
But,
definitely interesting, and I think Frank Gore got snubbed. I mean, as a Niner guy, I know Roger Craig got in. We could have waited to get Roger Craig in. He waited long already. I mean, to take away that first ballot for Frank. And I'll tell you, Frank came in here, and he was here, only supposed to be here for an hour. Wound up being here for like 2.5 hours. But he really came in a horrible mood, and rightfully so. I mean, this guy's ultra competitive. I don't know if you've ever seen Frank Gore's interview from like 2006 when he didn't get Rookie of the Year, and he goes, "That's the only time somebody's going to beat me in an award." And it's Cadillac Williams going to beat me in an award. He's like
Williams.
He's like, the rest of my career, I'll make it a point to
Former Ram great.
and he had a horrible career. He had one good year, but Frank's thinking, "Hey, my stats are I'm third all time in every single freaking stat."
Yep.
And everybody else that's around those stats are all Hall of Famers. So now you take that first ballot away from him, which is, I don't know if they get more money for being the first ballot, but you could walk around saying, "I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm Frank Gore. I'm first ballot." Now you can't say that.
All the politics of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, like we complain about the baseball, and rightfully so, but like the like shrouded in secrecy weirdness of the Pro Football Hall of Fame voting and everything, I don't know. It's tiresome. It's like, who cares?
All the Hall of
They're
Fames.
all like
they're all.
The only one that I think is okay is the basketball. Hockey and basketball, though, they're like, just let them all in.
Well, yeah, but it's combined with college.
Right.
So a player who did really well in college and had a terrible NBA career can still get in
Christian
the Hall of Fame.
Leitner's a Hall of
Christian Leitner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. They don't do college baseball or college football.
Right.
They're separate Hall of Fames, right? So it's all combined into one.
Yeah, exactly. I just real quick, I'm looking at some Drake Maye stuff, and we should mention that. And you're right, Dan. I don't think his prices really go down at all. If maybe take a slight dip here, but I think he was playing a lot more hurt than he is letting on. Like they were saying, "Oh yeah, he got he did." I think he did say after the game he got a painkiller injection. He got an injection shot. The fancy, the good drugs that they bring out during the playoffs, But I think he was playing under a lot more duress physically than he was willing to admit.
Yeah, I mean, he had three bad games.
But what about?
And it was just literally his three worst games of the year, and then easily his worst game.
Safe to say that 90% of the players that were out there were playing through some injuries. I mean, Sam Darnold was probably hurt.
But the difference being, Drake Maye was on the injury report for a couple of weeks there.
So was Sam Darnold.
Yeah, sure. I guess you're right. So, but leading up to the Super Bowl,
there was questions that Sam Darnold wasn't even going to play in the Niners game.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
And if that would have happened, I don't know if the great Drew Lock goes on a run.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, Sam Darnold didn't do much to win the Super Bowl yesterday. He did enough. He didn't turn over the ball.
But you know what he didn't do? Yeah, he didn't lose the game.
No, he
didn't lose
so
the game.
if he would have threw, I mean, that was probably the only thing that was going to keep the Patriots in the game. If he would have had like 5 interceptions, then it would have been tough.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he did what he needed to do to win the game. He's a Super Bowl champion. I think the person who probably benefited from that the most, or not the most, but definitely benefited and wasn't even on the field, Mac Jones.
Yes.
Mac Jones is probably like, I could be the next Sam Darnold.
Yeah. It definitely helped his paycheck.
I
think he stays a Niner for another year.
I think he has one more year under the Niner contract. If the Niners don't move him, he's going to go out and get Sam Darnold money.
Yep. Right now, by the way, PSA 10 silver. I'm looking right now. Recent sales for PSA 10 silver prisms of Darnold there was one as high as $800 just before the Super Bowl. We're right around $660, $700 for a PSA 10 Sam Darnold here in the year 2026. So
it's crazy.
It's pretty nuts.
People that hold on to it. Before we start talking more about Sam Darnold's cards, I do want to ask you guys back to the Drake Maye situation. Would you, and these are two guys that are from the same rookie class, if you're heading into the offseason Are you going to buy a nice Drake Maye rookie, or are you going to buy a nice Caleb Williams rookie?
Ooh, tough. I think that's.
I'm going Caleb. I think Caleb has the it factor. That I just go back to that.
I know
that
that highlight. It's like Odell Beckham's cards sold because of one play.
That throw going out the back foot and just throwing it up to essentially tie the game against the Rams. Like that highlight, I was like, I don't know how many NFL quarterbacks can make that throw.
Is that the play of the year?
It's. I think so. I think it was one of the most exciting plays of the year.
They actually, I think Honors gave the DJ Moore one as another Caleb play.
Right.
Was the game winner DJ Moore play?
Right.
I don't. Who were they playing then?
I can't
was it Green? Oh, it was Green Bay.
It was Green Bay.
It was Green Bay. It was a regular season game, right?
Yep.
Or no, it was a playoff game.
Was that the playoff?
That
game?
was a playoff
Yep,
game.
You're right.
Yep, I remember watching that game.
Right now, there is about an $800 gap between a PSA 10 silver Drake Maye rookie and a PSA 10 Caleb Williams rookie, with Caleb about $800 cheaper. And that to me seals it. I am all in on Caleb if that's the difference. If it's Drake or Caleb, no disrespect to Drake Maye. What a season. Phenomenal. I think that he's still going to be a good QB, but Caleb was number one for a reason. And I think he showed why this season.
And he, under Ben Johnson, he flourished in that offense. And they're young. They got a lot of young, good young players over there. He has a lot of weapons. I mean, they might add some more in the draft.
I would hate to disagree with you guys, but I think I'm going Caleb as well. I mean, it's just like the upside seems tremendous with him, and like the difference yesterday, and we're going to get into the Sam Darnold conversation, was Sam Darnold needed to just not lose the game, but Drake Maye needed to win the game. I think it was the biggest difference, right? Drake Maye had to, for the Patriots to win, Drake Maye needed to win the game for the Patriots on his shoulders. And I feel like Caleb could do that. Given the situation, if it was Caleb in that situation, I think Caleb, you could say, oh, he threw a dumb interception at the end of the game to lose the game, but it's also the same amount of years as Drake Maye. And look at Drake Maye was like QB rating of 16 yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know if that interception in the Rams game is on Caleb. I think that was a bad route by DJ Moore.
Yeah, it's again things could have that game was down to the wire. Things could have changed. The whole narrative of this entire season could have changed. I think the Bears would have stood a chance given everything they've done on the road in Seattle. I still think probably Seattle would have prevailed, but who knows? I don't know. So I'm all aboard.
And then Sam Darnold, is this the tippy top? Can Sam Darnold, do we think Seahawks are going to be back next year? Sam Darnold's going to get another one under his belt. He's going to be a 2-time Super Bowl champion. We hope not, but is this the tippy top where if you've been holding on to his Jets rookie,
you got to sell.
You're selling now.
You got to sell now.
Have to.
It's probably even a little less than it was last week.
Yeah, you gotta sell now. I mean, he's good, but I mean, we're not gonna look at Sam Darnold and go, you know what? He was one of the best of his era. He got, not taking anything away from him, but he got put in a great situation with a great defense, and he had really good weapons. I mean, Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet as well. He got hurt in the playoff run, but JSN, he had good weapons, a great coach. I think you got to sell. I mean, they're going to be competitive, but you also, they lost their offensive coordinator. He's going to be the Raiders coach.
Yep.
Poor guy.
First time I can remember a coach in a post-Super Bowl on-field interview confirming, yes, I am about to be the new head coach of a different
What is the Raiders' infatuation with Seahawks coaches, by the way?
I don't know.
I mean, went from Carroll to
That's true.
To this guy. Granted, Carroll was retired for a year or whatever.
This one I think will work a little better. But
I mean, tough to repeat as well. The Seahawks are going to have. I mean, they're probably going to lose some players in free agency, and then you have a target on your back. You're going to get everybody's A game week in and week out because you're the measuring stick of where your team's at.
And honestly,
and they're going to have a tough schedule.
Is Darnold,
and they play in a tough division.
Is Darnold the top 10 QB?
No.
I feel like everyone kind of just agrees.
And you have that. Where does Darnold rank among QBs after last season?
I saw
in the comments.
I saw a clip. I think it was this morning on ESPN, and I think it was Ryan Clark was like, "Where does Darnold rank in NFC QBs?" And he had 9 QBs ahead of him.
I would say 15.
He's right in the middle.
I would say he's right in the middle.
He's good enough to. I mean, he's good enough to win you games. He's good enough to win you a Super Bowl.
He's good enough to win you a Super Bowl
if you build the right team around.
But he can't. He isn't going to be the guy who is going to put the team on his shoulders, and he's not going to be Josh Allen.
It's not Patrick Mahomes.
He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Josh Allen. He's not Matt Stafford.
Josh Allen, the only reason the Bills got as far as they did is because they had Josh Allen at quarterback. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to name some QBs, and you guys don't say anything until you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to say some QBs. You basically gotta interject if you feel like this quarterback is Darnold's better than this quarterback.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, so we'll start with Baker Mayfield.
No.
Is Sam Darnold better than Baker Mayfield?
Huh.
No.
Jalen Hurts.
No.
I kind of think so.
Matt Stafford.
No.
No.
Trevor Lawrence.
No.
Jordan Love.
No.
Dak Prescott.
No.
Joe Burrow.
No.
No.
Caleb Williams.
No.
Josh Allen.
No.
Lamar Jackson.
No.
No.
All right.
I think he might be better than Jalen
CJ
Hurts.
Stroud.
No. No.
I don't know. See,
know.
Now that we're saying these names, I'm like, maybe he isn't as.
But CJ, he has like the intangibles.
He's got potential, but it's not right now.
I also think that like he didn't have a lot of weapons out there.
Yeah. Give me honestly,
Justin Herbert.
Give me Darnold over Jalen Hurts.
Oh, I mean, I'll let Cody take that one.
No.
Absolutely not. No, I believe that. That's another guy. If Justin Herbert's not on the Chargers, are they at the position?
I say no. I think Herbert's a top 10.
Brock Purdy.
No.
Surprise!
That's an easy one.
Thought you him and Haw at that.
It's tough for me to say. I mean,
Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Right now, yes, Sam Darnold's better than Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh.
Yeah, yes. I don't even think that's controversial.
Yeah, it's 40-something years old.
Yeah.
I think if you put Aaron Rodgers on the Seahawks, they win a Super Bowl. They're a better team.
I don't know.
Kirk Cousins.
Sam Darnold.
Hard to.
That's where we draw the line.
Well,
and I love me some Kirk Cousins, but
man, see,
a good Michael Penix.
Is that a question? Right. I think he's better than Michael Penix.
Yes, he's better than Michael Penix.
I go Sam Darnold.
I mean, Penix is still developing, I think. But
I think I'm realizing that I am
Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Kyler Murray's better than Sam Darnold?
No, Sam Darnold's better than Kyler Murray.
I love Kyler Murray.
Again, the ceiling is higher on Kyler.
I think if Kyler Murray is on the Seahawks, they also win the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
How about Pro Bowler Shador Sanders?
Oh, I go Sam Darnold.
Darnold's better.
Jackson Dart, too. Then you're probably going to say the same.
Just haven't seen enough. I
think I go Dart.
I gotta say,
I go Dart.
Saw Jackson Dart in person at Radio Row. Just a very chiseled jaw, I would say. Got a chiseled face. Yeah, very much. Did not see it on TV, but in person, I'm like, man, that's a striking young man.
Daniel Jones or Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Ooh.
Sam Darnold.
Ooh.
That's where Cody's threshold is.
I don't know.
I don't even think it's close.
Again, I'm realizing I'm a lot higher on Sam Darnold than I realized with all these names you're throwing out. I think I'd go Jones.
Ooh.
It's close.
Did I already say Bryce Young? You guys think?
No, I can't believe I'm going Bryce Young.
Yeah, I might go Darnold over Jones.
There's Bryce Young really put it together this year.
He did. He looked a lot better.
He's tiny.
Yeah, but he can throw. And he's got touch, and I like Bryce Young.
Kenny Pickett.
Okay.
Oh, Sam Darnold.
He's listed as a Raiders starting quarterback right now.
Yikes.
How about Jimmy Garoppolo?
How about this? Sam Darnold or Geno Smith?
Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
But also,
and yet there's Geno Smith was watching on Sunday night and going, that could have been me.
It's that they didn't need Sam Darnold to win. I mean, I think I'd have a little bit different of an opinion if Sam Darnold won that game yesterday.
I mean,
it was like 3 touchdowns,
right.
400 yards.
He won that game against the Rams.
You can do this with certain like backup quarterbacks, Mac Jones or Sam Darnold.
Oh, well.
Sam Darnold for now.
I'm going Darnold for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mac Jones looked great, but again, that might be kind of a comp of like if you put Mac Jones on a team that's got all the pieces around, he's going to become Sam Darnold, which that's a guy who's back-to-back 14-win seasons. They threw that stat out, and I'd forgotten about that stat. The only other guy to do that
how about Jalen Daniels?
Ooh. Oh, give me Jaden.
Jaden?
Yeah,
Jaden
too much talent.
Yeah, it's just the injuries, but yeah, I think as of right now, you got to take Jaden.
I think Darnold ranks somewhere in like the 12 to 15 range. I think like Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts is kind of Baker's better than Jalen. I think that's where he's at.
Jalen Hurts is.
I'm not high on Jalen.
Won
Hurts.
a Super Bowl.
Sure, fine. He got exposed.
Played good in that
year.
Super Bowl, but yes, got exposed.
He got
year.
exposed.
But how much
time
is that? I
this
mean,
year.
well, now they got the big guns being the coordinator out there. I mean, they got probably the best guy on
Right.
board, Sean Mannion.
You got an offensive, and I don't say this lightly, an offensive genius.
Sure.
In Sean Mannion.
Yeah.
There's not a guy who understands X's and O's better than that guy. So
We're hyping him up
yeah.
big time to AJ Dillon, who was
man, the Eagles might be my pick to win.
They're going
win
to
the
bounce
Super Bowl.
back.
They have to bounce back, and maybe AJ Brown is out of town, and they bounce back. We'll see.
Actually, I was reading a little bit about the Sean Mannion hiring. So he was the quarterback coach for Green Bay.
Yeah.
And they basically gave him credit for turning around Malik Willis's career.
Wow.
Really? Not Jordan Love, though. He was there with Jordan Love.
Not Jordan Love, but like when Malik Willis came in for Jordan Love, I guess it was specifically on Sean Mannion that really molded him in. And Malik Willis is probably going to be a starter next year.
I think
somewhere.
so. I think
It's funny because I'm going through this list, and the guys that are hurt aren't on here. So they have Josh Johnson as the Commanders quarterback. So Sam Darnold better than Josh Johnson.
Yes, I think we can agree on that. Better than Tua. I don't know. He's on there.
I mean,
as a starter.
now
They
we're
have Quinn Ewers listed.
That's right.
now we're going. What about Tua?
Yeah, he's better than Tua.
He's
What do you
better
do
than
with Tua cards? Is it done? Is that
Oh yeah,
ship sailed?
I think you're done. I mean, what team right now would say we'll take Tua as our starter versus any of these other guys we've mentioned that could be, let's say Kirk Cousins, Malik Willis, Mac Jones are out there as other QB alternatives. I don't know the full list of free agents.
I think the Raiders take Tua.
I think they take Fernando Mendoza over that. They go, no, we'll take our chances with their number one pick.
Are we crowning Mendoza as the next coming?
Well, he's the number one pick.
I know he's the number one pick, but like,
I'm not.
Is he the number one pick because it's not a great quarterback?
I don't
rookie
feel
class?
amazing about it, but honestly, I love the guy. I think he's got a great. It's like I just think he's got
But
this fun, dorky
But
energy.
you gotta
I
perform. It
love.
doesn't
You're
matter
right.
how awesome you are.
I'm rooting for him because I like the person, but you're right. He's got intangible things. If you want to go with that, like I think he's got that. But this was a guy who was the backup on Cal Berkeley not that long ago, but undefeated team for Indiana, and he was a huge part of it. I know that defense was incredible, but in that title game, he had huge moments.
So the Raiders do have the first overall pick.
They have the first
right?
overall
and
pick,
the Jets have the second pick.
And I can tell you, I was at the Super Bowl, little street Super Bowl party before the game, and there were already people with Raider Fernando Mendoza jerseys at some of the little pop-up shops there.
My thing
He
is
hasn't picked his number. I mean, who knows if it's going to be the right one?
my thing is that the Raiders just are not like a quarterback away. If I'm the Raiders, I try to trade out of that pick.
They are kind of building it like how the Falcons were building it, which is not the way you should build it, where it's like, let's get our running back, let's get our wide receiver, let's get our tight end. Oh crap, we have nothing in the trenches. We got no offensive line, we got no defense.
This would be like a David Carr situation.
Right. So they are kind of doing the same thing. So I don't know.
Before we move on, also like rewinding back to that just incredible 2020 football quarterback rookie class with Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Tua, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts. Who are you collecting? Like all had down years. Granted, Burrow got hurt. Herbert was hurt. Did make the playoffs. If you're collecting one of those guys, who is it?
I think Burrow still has the most upside. I know it's kind of a mess there. I think there's at least a shot he gets traded this offseason. I'm not
Burrow?
I don't put I'm not gonna put money on that.
I mean, there was
do-
rumors going around that he was going to be a Ram. Now he won't.
No, he won't do
That
that.
won't happen now because Stafford's coming back.
But I just have this feeling.
I think
of
he
like,
wants. I think he wants out.
That's the thing.
I think
'cause
he.
I don't
I think
he's
he
saying
wants.
it.
I think he wants out of Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Well, it's a crap situation because what did he have, like 5,000 yards not this year but the year before, and Jamar Chase had like 1,500 yards and like 20. I mean, it was insane, and they don't make the playoffs, right? So it's like he put the whole offense on his back. Had an incredible. I mean, runner up in like MVP last year, just with an incredible season, and then he goes into this season, gets hurt, has the turf issue, and it's like they just can't protect him. And then when the offense has the ball on the other side, the Bengals defense can't stop anybody, and it's just probably super frustrating to be part of a team like that when you're literally playing at a high level and you can't win games.
I mean, look, the most. I was really just racking my brain. Who's the most obvious pick? But to me, it's Minnesota. Reunite, Joe and JJ. Come on now,
Jeez,
Dude, that's 2 years away, like 2 years removed from drafting JJ McCarthy, and you're giving up on him already.
And for Joe
common
Burrow,
now. It's common now.
I know.
If you have a chance at Joe Burrow, 100%.
I mean, it's like the Trey Lance treatment.
100%.
These contracts don't hurt the teams too much anymore. That they can just look at Zach Wilson and what he had 2 years.
I mean, yeah.
Mac Jones had 2 years.
Well, look at all like Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Like
2 years. Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah. But I also know that Joe Burrow is also probably the most expensive of all those guys you mentioned. His card's probably the most expensive, which is kind of remarkable given the injuries, given the fact that the team hasn't been performing the last couple of years. He still remains probably the consensus number one guy in that draft class.
I mean, I think it goes Burrow, Herbert, and then I would put Love.
Love
there.
is definitely.
And then Hurts, and then Tua.
I'm almost willing to put Love second. I mean, the guy's been in the playoffs almost like every year now.
Yeah.
Dude,
since he's taken over.
Herbert is a easily a top 10.
I like the code.
quarterback.
I mean, I like Harbaugh too. So it's like I like the
Right.
chances of them getting back and being held. I mean, they also had 2 Pro Bowl linemen, offensive linemen that weren't playing.
Oh, they
So-
had.
Yep.
They had their at the end of in that playoff game. They had their offensive line was filled with practice squad guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't even like backups at that point. They were like third stringer practice squad guys. So, I mean, you can't. It doesn't matter who you are as a quarterback. If you have no time to let routes develop, you're done.
You're done. So interesting. I want to hear what you guys think if you were collecting a 2020 rookie QB. Now going into year 7, basically next year. Who's your guy? Is it Burrow? Is it Herbert? Is it Hurts? Is it Tua? Is it what more I'm forgetting? Did I name them all? Burrow, Hurts, Tua, Herbert, and Love. Those 5.
Love.
So
Yeah.
which one of those 5 guys are you collecting? Let's switch into baseball. So Topps Series 1 is releasing this week, and it is highlighted by the 75th anniversary. So there's going to be some cool stuff in there to chase. And we'll be breaking that at Mojobreak.com as well as Fanatics Live. You can get in on breaks, get player breaks. I think the design is awesome. The more I look at it, I really do like the design. I think it's going to look amazing on Chrome, too. We always say that. We always think about Chrome coming out later. So get in some breaks. Baseball's right around the corner. For all of us that football's done, baseball's about to start. Series 1 ushers that in, and it's a great level of price point for everybody because you're going to have the blasters, you're going to have the hobbies, you're going to have the megas. Kids are heavily involved in Series 1 too because it's a price point that everybody can find something to get into. So I'm super excited. What do you like best, Cody, about Series 1 and what rookies are people going to be chasing?
I think just in general, it's just one, you get it sets kind of the standard of what we're going to see throughout the year. Obviously, not just for Chrome, but Series 2, for the other flagship Topps products, potentially basketball, football. You're setting the standard for the design for the entire year. It's the first set I ever ripped. It's Series 1. It's the one I always collect. It's the one I always look forward to the most. just getting set building, collecting my favorite players, building rosters too. Like I just love doing that. Like I would have a binder of just like, I'm going to set aside all the all-stars in one. So that's always to me what's so fun about it. And now that you got the 75th anniversary, I think it's the 91 set design is going to be highlighted this year. Like, yeah, it's going to be fun. As for rookies, I mean, it's Roman Anthony at number one.
Yeah.
By a lot, and for good reason. There's a lot of guys I like in here, but
I would say who's some of the sleeper guys that maybe might surprise people and have their first rookie here.
I like I think it's Bryce Matthews. I think for the Astros, I like. He just needs to get playing time, but good power speed threat. I like him. I'm trying to think of other guys I like. He's not a sleeper. I do really like Colson Montgomery. I think he's a 1A to Roman Anthony.
Colson White Sox?
Yeah, White Sox, Colson Montgomery. Yeah, I think he's like if Roman Anthony's 1A, I think Colson Montgomery's 1B.
And Chicago's been kind of on the north side of Chicago there. They've been yearning for a guy for years. I mean, we had Luis Robert. It was kind of a little bit of hype.
Did Luis Robert get traded?
He did to the Mets. I like that for him. I like that a lot
for him. Get your Louis Bob cards out.
I don't know if there's ever going to be a chance to recoup value for Luis Robert, but I do like that for his career a lot.
Just Giants couldn't make it happen.
Don't get me started. I was just like, that's a great reclamation project. Get him for 1 year. If it doesn't work, cut your ties.
But we got the former batting champ.
Luis
on the
Ariz.
team. I think that's a good fit.
Look, can't play defense, but if he hits like 320, 330, who cares?
Our right side of the diamond's a little tough, dude.
Yeah.
Defensively.
I will say Devers was coming around at the end of last year at first base. And I think that a full off season and a full spring training, you know what a lot of people are throwing out that I think is funny? The fact that Ron Washington is now the new infield coach of the Giants. And Luis Ariz is going to be his project. And
is Ron Washington like 95 years old?
He's well into his 70s at this point. So
I was like, I feel like he's been.
If you look at the rest of that staff, it's a lot of young guys, a lot of guys in their late 30s, early 40s for young for coaches, and Ron Washington definitely bringing the experience. I like that he's part of
Moneyball fame.
And
that's right.
We're getting into some Homer talk, but like I'm pretty sure without looking at it, the Giants probably ranked close to last in runs scored last year. I don't know where they were exactly. I want to say like middle of the pack. But if you got a guy that hits 320, I mean, he hits 320. He's going to get on the base and
right.
He hits 320, no pop, right?
Zero
pop.
He's going to hit if he's lucky, he'll hit 4 home runs. He is an absolute freak of nature when it comes to
like a modern day like Willie McGee.
Yeah, he's like Tony Gwynn, but no power. Tony Gwynn could put the bat on the ball better than
singles
anybody.
Master.
Right. Tony Gwynn at least could get you a double and get
Does
you
he
like
got
maybe
speed?
12 home runs. No.
So he's a one tool player.
No speed.
He's a tool.
No speed. Not a great defender. No power, but damn can he hit a ball.
And speaking of singles, check out Mojobreak's shop. We do have singles in the store as well for you to purchase. So if you're in the Bay Area, you got to check out our singles. Also buying singles if you guys bring singles in. And Series 1, I'm sure there's going to be tons of good cards for people to buy. Let's switch into basketball. Unlicensed photos have surfaced from Panini Basketball, and they're going to have some new releases. I think it's Donruss, and also there's a
signature series.
Brand new signature series.
So like a Donruss flagship.
Yes.
There was like a different name for it, I want to say, that they were throwing out there. I'll double check it.
But we've seen the downtown. You can see it on the image that we just put up as a John Morant downtown. So, I mean, here's your chance if you didn't like the prices of Panini, Donruss, and any of their products before, you're going to get it at about a fraction of the price. So there's going to be a lot of value if you can get past the non-license and you can get past the fact that they won't have Cooper Flag and some of these other big rookies, but they will have VJ Edgecombe signatures, which we haven't seen all year because he is a Panini exclusive guy. How's VJ Edgecombe doing? I haven't caught many games of VJ Edgecombe.
VJ was off to a fantastic
start. He was off to a beginning, doing well in the beginning.
Yeah. He was off to a great start. He's still averaging over 15 points a game. He's going to be he's still one of the top rookies in the NBA right now. Actually just coming off of, again, I was going to say against the Warriors, he had a very good performance, 25 points. just about a week ago. So
Yeah,
still definitely one of the top rookie chases.
I'm actually pretty excited for some of this, the non-licensed stuff, because we've had it with baseball, and those baseball products from Panini have been like solid value.
Ton of value.
So they're not going to make a ton of it, I don't think. And I think you're going to see, again, the secondary market, the unlicensed stuff doesn't command the same price points that the licensed stuff does, but I think you're going to see some good value.
Yep, and you also have SP Game Used Hockey, which will be fun this week, and Topps Pristine Baseball. Let's get into a little buy, sell, or hold before we get out of here. And with so many different events with the World Baseball Classic and FIFA and the Olympics going on, you're going to see some values going up on these. And we've got a buy, sell, or hold with Macklin, Aaron Judge, and Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, well, in general, I think where I'm leaning here is, of course, now as the Super Bowl is in the rearview mirror, football, we're in the long off season, time to focus on some big events. Starting with, are we buy, sell, or hold? This is sort of a general, like, the entire player pool for these events. The World Baseball Classic coming up in, just about a month,
I was
less
going to
than a
say
month.
soon, right?
Very soon.
And where is it at again?
It is all over the globe. We're going to
Okay.
have a round in Japan, back in Tokyo. There's going to be some games in San Juan. Will be games in Houston, Miami. I think that's it. Those are the four. I believe those are the four main venues.
Okay.
So you got the World Baseball Classic coming up. Obviously, the World Cup coming up in June. That's the next.
I wonder
big.
if we're going to get some WBC products.
We
we
should.
got Tribute WBC back in the day.
Yeah, we usually they released one set I remember in 2023 that was a pretty nice set. And of course we've got currently right now Winter Olympics. Let's focus specifically on Olympic hockey. Of course, this is the first time Olympic NHL players are competing in the Olympics in
Have they had their first
14
games
years.
yet?
They
for
are not.
hockey? Okay.
They
No,
are coming up pretty soon though.
I believe,
Should be by the end of the week. We're going to get the tournament will begin. So buy, sell, or hold, basically. WBC baseball, World Cup players, or Olympic hockey players.
Globally, I think the event that's going to do the best is going to be the World Cup.
Yeah.
You're going to see, this is a really big opportunity for Lamine Yamal, being the youngest. He already was in a World Cup, but a little older now, but still like 19 or something. He's crazy young.
Still so young.
Still so young. And on a good team, Spain's always up there, always making, into those final rounds. I think you're also going to get the last time to see Ronaldo, which I don't know how much he's going to play, and probably Messi as well. So, you may get guys that are getting nostalgic if you have any of these Ronaldo or Messi cards that are willing to kind of buy as a final farewell to some of these legends. Having Messi and Ronaldo, which is, if you say the top three soccer players of all time, it's probably Pele, Ronaldo, and Messi, right? I think that's probably unanimously decided amongst the world of soccer fans. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe throw in Diego Maradona, a little bit of a, cloud of controversy with the hand of God. And, maybe you could throw in Neymar, but I don't think he cracks the top five of soccer players of all time. So lots of opportunities, a lot of young guys that we're not even talking about today that are going to kind of put their stamp on the tournament. And there's also more countries involved. So, I think Erling Haaland is going to be in it this year, which he wasn't.
Yeah, probably
wasn't
more
last year.
More countries, more games, right?
Yep, more games.
Yep.
And it's just, it's one of my favorite tournaments. I don't watch soccer religiously. I catch highlights. I check out. So there's so many different MLS. You got La Liga. You got the Premier League. You got all these guys are in different places. Even the Saudi League now, where Ronaldo plays. It's too hard to keep up with that kind of soccer, but it's easy when the World Cup comes around to follow what's going on. And was it Alexi Lawless who does the announcing from the?
He's one of them, I think.
He's one of the better personalities that they have in the
Landon
studio.
Donovan
And Landon
does.
Donovan. Yeah.
Quakes legend.
I always love their commentary during the World Cup, too, to have those guys talk about the pitch and all that stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. So I think for me, I am buying soccer cards now. Might already be too late.
Yeah, that's the thing is I don't know if it's definitely not a sell on World Cup guys. Maybe a hold, but I guess I would say buy. I'm going to say hold on hockey.
Yeah, I'm with
Because
you.
I think I think it's gonna be really exciting. Tons of great talent. And yeah, I just think.
And we go right back into the season.
Exactly.
After.
I think there's going to be that effect where, and it's not just like, oh, it's going to be right back in the season and it's like, oh, we got a couple months. Like, no, it's like a month and a half and then the playoffs begin. Like, it's quick.
I think with the hockey, there's so much success with the Four Nations tournament last year that I think it's just going to snowball into excitement for Olympic hockey.
There's a lot of new fans.
So I'm definitely holding. I'm actually with you guys. I think we're all agreeing here.
Yeah.
I think it's.
But it's hard to say sell baseball because, I mean, I guess you can get a pocket of a guy that plays for like Panama or something, or one of these maybe lesser known countries that has like a 4 home run game, maybe not a huge baseball star on his team in the big leagues, but might catch a pocket in the World Baseball Classic where it's like just has an insane game and you sell. I mean, because Shohei's value is not going to go too crazy from the World Baseball Classic.
No.
Judge probably isn't. Any of these guys that play for USA are gonna, but maybe some of these other countries where a guy's carrying his whole team through the tournament, or a guy like. Wasn't it Rentaro Sasaki? Is he going to be, like something like that where a guy's like going to be in the big league soon? Maybe you sell on that hype. It's a tough 3 to pick to who to sell.
Murakami from Japan, who got signed by the White Sox. An interesting guy, I think, to watch for the tournament. Travis Bazzana.
Okay, Australia?
He's going to be playing for Australia. So there are some big prospects. I love the World Baseball Classic so much. I've always gone to bat for this tournament. I'm so bummed overall because I don't know if you guys have followed the whole like insurance problems going on with the tournament where basically Team Puerto Rico is a shell of itself because the Mets are not willing to pay for insurance on Francisco Lindor.
Oh.
The Astros are not willing to pay insurance on Carlos Correa. I think Javier Baez, same thing. So like all of the best Puerto Rican players, it's happening for other teams, but that team got hit the hardest.
Oh, so they don't want to. So they get hurt.
So the Astros are like, no, we're not covering your insurance. If you get hurt, no, that's too expensive. We're not doing that. So the Astros, I think overall, they're like, Altuve, you're not playing for Team Venezuela. Correa, you're not playing. Like, sorry,
anybody not playing for US because of that?
Maybe a couple. I think Trout, but would Trout have made it?
And he's been dealing with the injuries.
And
anyway.
this is the best team USA has probably ever put together. It is absolutely
who's the starting 5?
And this is why they got the best pitching: Skeens, Skubal, Logan Webb, Joe Ryan. You got Nolan McLean there, that big rookie from the Mets. There's one other big pitcher that I think I'm missing, but they have. Those top 4 where you've got Ryan, you got Joe Ryan, Paul Skeens, Tarek Skubal, Logan Webb.
That's incredible.
Good night. That's going to be tough. No,
and then Japan's got Otani.
Otani's still there. Yamamoto is playing.
I hope Logan Webb stays healthy.
Well, the Giants did not want him to play.
Well,
they were like, well, go ahead, I guess. So they also got their entire starting outfield, I believe, playing in the WBC. So
we do.
Yeah. Ramos on Puerto Rico.
So no insurance for Ramos, or the Giants?
I don't know. Or they're like, we'll foot the bill.
Lee has to be.
He's on Team Korea.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, there's a.
See how that wears.
Otani playing?
Otani's playing, but notably, Rafi Devers is not playing on Team Dominican Republic. Willie Adames, who's played on Team DR many years, is not playing there this year. So there's some notable absences, despite the fact that I think Japan, U.S., and Dominican Republic overall maybe are feeling their best teams ever.
And it's also interesting these years to see the guys because, sometimes, and I play baseball, not at a high level like these guys, but.
You pro, bro?
I played baseball for 13 years, but it takes a little while to get started sometimes, especially at the plate when you're batting. So these guys may be already in their hot streak when the season comes around because they did play in all these tournaments. Or it could be they could go through their slump. So, it's just.
August comes around and they are tired.
Yeah,
to the other guys.
This is basically going to replace a lot of these players' spring training, right?
This is essentially spring training, but obviously much more heightened, which I'm sure is why they're always worried
about one at bat, and they're like, okay, I'll bring in the other guy. I got my bat. And now it's like, no, you're going to be batting 4 times a game.
Right. So they've tried to mitigate it with pitching limits and pitch count limits for the first couple of rounds. I don't think they can even go up to 90 until the final round anyway. They actually have a rule against it just to save these pitchers.
And how long has the WBC been going on for?
Will be the 20th year.
Are you serious?
20 years of World Baseball
Well, not
Classic.
every year. It's every 4 years.
No,
right?
but,
So it's the
but
fifth
that,
tournament.
so this
Right.
is the fifth tournament. That's crazy that it's
fifth
been
or sixth
around.
tournament, yeah.
It's crazy it's been around for 20 years.
2006 was the inaugural tournament.
USA has won once.
Only once.
Because I remember,
Was that the Brandon Crawford, Buster
was.
Posey?
It was.
I remember, I want to say, because like Yu Darvish's first card was like a WBC
Yeah.
card, and Cespedes had one too. Those years that Topps released it, and
Otani.
Yeah.
Otani had. Yep, you're right. Yeah, he had the first. So sometimes you can catch pockets of these guys that are overseas playing, and
There will be
get
like
their
one
card
guy.
first.
There will be like one guy that will probably be like, "Hey, he's on our radar now." That we might start collecting him right after this. So,
And then you have the buy, sell, hold on the players, right?
yes,
So,
a few players. NBA All-Star Game is this weekend. Can you believe that? This weekend in LA. Buy, sell, or hold. These are a couple of top picks from the last few years.
LA, which LA stadium?
Intuit Dome,
Okay,
right? The
makes
new
sense.
that crazy Clippers, that amazing looking arena. Cade Cunningham, Victor Wembanyama, and Cooper Flag. Buy, sell, or hold. Cade and the Pistons are legit. Cade's like an MVP candidate right now.
I'm probably selling Cooper Flag right now.
I think I am too.
like, are we just
that
going to
crazy?
agree on everything?
I
this year?
know. I
This
can't
show?
believe that.
I'm holding Wemby,
Yep, I think I am too.
and I'm gonna buy Cade Cunningham.
That's exactly. how
But
I'm
you know what's
feeling.
tricky about Wemby?
Maybe we just been doing this podcast too long.
Well, what's
just
tricky
high
about
right now.
Wemby is in that era of the non-license, and that's the thing that always kills me is like his cards fluctuate from those. If you want an auto, I mean, Prism is Prism. That's fine. Maybe that's what we can talk about safely as a hold Prism.
Yeah.
But his autos, it's like you buy the motif. Do you buy the Mercury?
Well,
do you
the-
buy the Topps Chrome?
The
Like,
Mercury stuff doesn't sell for much
It
for
doesn't.
being a high end premium product. Those cards, I mean, I was actually looking, like, you know how they had the base rookies in there? Those are like $20 cards.
Really?
Yeah,
Jeez.
like the non numbered ones are like $20.
Thanks.
Yeah, and remember we were saying that might be an interesting play if he does continue to get better and maybe win a championship in the next 5 or so years. It's like those Mercury RPAs are game dated. That a lot of rookie patch autos don't have is they are game dated, and there was like specific moments like first game or whatever amount of blocks or whatever he had, and they're dated. It might be an interesting play if they've dipped below like $1,500 to $1,000, which I think they might have. Might be an interesting play to gather those up. I think the only problem was that they made so many of them, and they were all released at once. So the market kind of ate itself when you do NT basketball. It's like the chances of getting a Cooper Flag, or no, I'm not going to say Cooper Flag because he wasn't in there. Let's say like Luka. To get a Luka RPA is hard to get because there's 50 other RPAs.
You're getting a Wemby RPA in every box, right?
Right, exactly. So it's just so much up front.
Here you go. I got it right here. A number to 50. RPA number to 50 sold February 8th, $1,830.
All right, so it's climbing back up a little bit.
A little bit.
Another
Yeah.
one sold for $6,000. That was number 10.
Yep.
Dude,
here's a
I
32.
want to
That's number
say
to
those
25.
were. I want to say at one point those were below $1,000.
Jeez.
Yeah, could have been a good play. Now
There
that
you
he's
go.
back.
Yeah.
And so then we're selling Cade. Is that what? Was that what? No,
I
you're
would
saying
buy
selling.
Cade.
I'm buying Cade.
Yeah, I think he's on the come up. The Pistons are on the come up.
He's a tough one because he never seemed to really bounce back from the rookie year price wise. It's always been like he's been electric, but Detroit hasn't been winning. I know they're winning this year, but like it's been tough.
Yeah, I still believe overall, in the long run, I'm still pretty high on him. And again, Pistons have a good run. It's Thunder. I mean, are kind of the presumptive like they're gonna go. They're gonna be the right now looking like the champs again. Although they don't look nearly as unbeatable as they did in that first third or that first quarter of the season. So we'll see.
It's interesting on a side note to be watching the shop conduct business right now. I know me and Dan have a little bit better view than you because you have to turn.
Right.
But there's a decent amount of people in the shop here on a Monday. I mean, there's like eight or nine different groups of people in here.
Word's getting around.
So word's getting around. Everybody's checking it out, and or maybe some people are left over from the Super Bowl and they're stopping by,
true.
before they get out of town. But a little bit of action here, Mojobreak shop. So
I gotta say, I love the honeycomb lights.
I do too. Despite
I
some
love 'em.
pushback.
I love them.
On the old Instagram
I have to strongly disagree with one Instagram post.
with one particular.
Well, we
person.
had 60 comments, only one negative. That's a pretty
That's
good
true.
ratio.
Yeah,
It's a weird.
We'll take it.
Yep.
We'll take it.
I know lights, and these are great lights.
These are great. One looks like it's hanging there. It's right in front of me.
Maybe that's what he meant.
That's what he meant.
Yeah. Exactly.
Buy, sell, or hold. We got a little baseball edition here too, huh?
Spring training starting on Wednesday. Buy, sell, or hold. We got Corbin Carroll, Juan Soto, Bobby Witt. These are the three. I didn't include Cal Raleigh because I believe I looked at MLB's top 100. These are sort of the three next guys. Raleigh was like 5th on that list, but as a catcher, it felt like he's kind of in a different
I
category.
think so Carroll, if I'm not mistaken, like at least early last year, he struggled. First half of the season was a struggle.
That was the previous year.
The previous
yes,
year. Okay.
You're right.
I think I'm buying Corbin Carroll.
I'm doing the opposite. I'm selling him.
I think I'm buying Corbin Carroll.
When's the last time a Diamondback sold well?
It's true. It's fair.
Corbin Carroll.
You're right. You're looking at him.
I mean, I guess you could say that about the Royals too, but I just believe, they call him Hobby Witt for a reason.
Right.
He is, he's in. I mean, actually, both guys are card collectors too. Bobby and Corbin Carroll both collect cards.
Bobby Witt,
Bobby a little
though,
bit more,
being a true hobby, like being such a huge collector himself. I think that the player he's incredibly exciting. He's also a shortstop. That goes a long way. He can get the big, exciting plays versus what Corbin's playing mostly right field nowadays. And yeah, Hobby Bobby, that carries a lot of weight.
Soto's just been kind of underrated in the hobby. Signs a lot. He's in every set. Got a good looking signature.
Yep.
He's won a World Series, and some may forget, a long time ago at the Nationals. Won a World Series like his second year in.
He didn't. So I mean, living up to that contract is going to be difficult, and I don't.
That will always go against him.
I think he had a decent year, but it's always going to be like, well, he should have a better year based on how much he's getting paid.
Yep.
Right. It is sort of unfair to him, which is why I kind of am like, I'm trying to find a price on his base first moment autos, which there's a lot of big stuff, but this is the closest I could find, a BGS 9.5.
It's crazy that he's also played for 3 teams. Yeah,
I know.
He's like a cornerstone blue chip talent, but there's been teams that have moved away.
Nationals,
from him.
Mets, and Padres, right?
Yeah.
Mets.
No.
Four
Yankees.
Yankees
Oh,
for a
4
year.
teams, yeah.
4.
Now,
That's that. Like,
the flip
how
side
does
of
that happen?
The flip side of that is a lot of these teams sold the farm to get him. Obviously, the Nationals, that's James Wood. I mean, you're seeing the benefit now. You got James, well, sort of. Mackenzie Gore just got traded. But yeah, it was Gore, Wood, Abrams. Then the Yankees get him. They flip Michael King, Michael King became a very good pitcher for the Padres.
But the Nationals also moved off from Abrams too, right?
Almost did.
Almost.
The Giants tried as they may. They basically were like, what if we give you our entire Double-A team for C.J. Abrams? And the Nationals said no.
You just can't get deals done.
Yeah, he said no. A first Bowman PSA auto of Bobby Witt is $1,450 last sold. $455 for Corbin Carroll, significantly less. $1,350 for a BGS 9.5 first Bowman.
I'm buying Corbin
Soto.
Carroll, man.
Yeah,
It's a good deal.
Yeah, honestly, I was kind of thinking that Soto might be my buy pick, but that's
get
pretty
3
high.
Corbin Carrolls for a price of 1 Bobby Witt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I might sell Witt, although I feel like of these 3 guys, he has the potential to go up the most. I just think Soto is kind of like almost going to plateau at that, like, which is probably not fair for Juan Soto, but like I don't know if he goes much higher than that price. So yeah, Corbin's very, very underrated too. I think among a lot of national fans is just playing on the Diamondbacks. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You get kind of lost.
Yep. I think I'm going to sell Corbin. I'm going to hold Soto and buy Witt is mine.
Yeah.
I really do. I want to sell Soto too, though.
I think I'm gonna buy Carroll, sell Witt, hold Soto.
I do think there's the best is yet to come for Soto. And maybe I'm on an island with that one. But I also think Bobby Witt could be like the MVP this year. Like I think there's a real shot Bobby Witt wins the MVP.
Well, and both Bobby Witt and Corbin Carroll, like fantasy drafts, like they're in the top like 5, right? Basically, I think Corbin Carroll almost went like first last year.
Talent wise, I mean, Witt and Corbin are basically neck and neck, and I mean, and the prices don't reflect it.
Yeah.
By the way, are we buying, selling, or holding Ronald Acuna Jr. right behind Dan there after appearing in Bad Bunny's halftime show?
I'm buying.
That's an easy buy.
Yeah.
Acuna, when he's on, he's the best. He's arguably the top 2 talent in baseball.
Was he a tree?
He was in the little party, when there was all those like.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I couldn't
that's right. You
I
couldn't
couldn't
see
see
it.
anything.
I watched it back today.
So if you watch it again, there's a part where
All I saw was trees.
you see a bunch of people dancing, and it was a who's who.
Yeah, Jessica Alba.
Yeah, Jessica Alba, Cardi B,
Karol G.
Why is Jessica Alba there?
Yeah, it was a mix of I think a lot of very big Latin celebrities or celebrities from the Caribbean. Because then someone said, oh yeah, that's Pedro Pascal, and right next to him was Ronald Acuna and Jazz Chisholm as well. So Bad Bunny knows ball. Bad Bunny knows baseball. So there you go.
He didn't even come out he didn't even play the WWE song, did he?
I don't think so.
I don't think he did.
No,
That was on
so.
Kalshi. Got a bone to pick with Kalshi too, by the way. I don't know if you guys use Kalshi. That's like our only way to really bet here in California now because it's like a market-based betting. But I picked, it said, who will perform at the, halftime show, and there's a slew of names, and I put money on Cardi B and Karol G, but I was told my bet did not win because even though they were dancing, it's not a performance.
That's a performance.
Come on.
That's a performance.
You're on the Super Bowl stage.
They made an appearance. They were there.
Right.
Correct.
So, yeah, you should win.
I should win.
Yeah.
Exactly. Has it been confirmed that you did not win?
My bet is still pending. I think they actually, as we're looking out here, and if we can make this.
We're giving a little press to Kalshi.
Maybe they want to sponsor us. Right here, I'm looking at right here. It could be a Kalshi thing if they want. So I think it's still an open bet. Is what's going on. So no, actually let's see it's not even on my history now. So I don't know what's going on.
Maybe
with it.
maybe it was a wash. Maybe they just gave you your money back.
I can't tell because it's not even in the history now. So
boo.
Yeah. So bummer. But anyways, I think that's all we got for you guys today. Thanks for checking it out. And be sure to check out the new shop. Get into those Series 1 breaks, 2026 Series 1. There was a nice discount code at the beginning of the show. So if you're somehow caught on at the end, I don't know why you would, but if you did, go back to the beginning and get that code. And we'll see you guys next week on The Hype. Peace.